Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. When it comes to anti-aging skincare, most people's go-to ingredient will be a retinoid, whether they opt for over-the-counter versions such as retinol or retinal, or go for prescription strength options such as tazarotene or tretinoin. Retinoids tend to be the focus when it comes to anti-aging. Now, they're amazing, data-driven and proven to really reduce fine lines and wrinkles and improve firmness in the skin. But did you know there's a whole host of other amazing anti-aging ingredients that we might actually be missing out on? Well, no more, because in today's video, I want to share with you 5 hidden gem anti-aging ingredients, which are definitely worth considering for your own skincare routine if you want to get some next level results, improve the outcomes, take a few years off the appearance of the skin, and of course, boost your skin confidence. Sit back, relax, let's talk some forgotten anti-aging heroes. Now, before we delve into today's video, as always, I like to add that huge disclaimer to say any products recommended or mentioned in today's video are not sponsored and they're never in paid partnership. Here on Mad About Skin, I don't take a cent, a penny, a dime, whatever from any skincare brand, because I believe by turning down that coin, it just helps me to retain my independence. So if you want to continue to support me as a truly independent skincare content creator, the best way of doing that is by reaching down and giving the video a big thumbs up and a like. The more likes a video gets, the more widely YouTube distributes on its platform. So it just means that as many people as possible can discover and find our wonderful Mad About Skin family. And for that, I'm always so grateful. I've left links to all the products mentioned down in the description box below, alongside some timestamps, so you can use that to navigate your way through. They're there for your convenience. But I think it's about time we just cut that waffle and we delve straight on in. So I've selected what I think are the very best 5 hidden gem skincare ingredients. I'm going to keep this short, sharp, and to the point because I know for a lot of people out there, these ingredients might be new, but I have left some additional video recommendations and some research and stuff, again, in the descriptions if you want to take it a little bit next step further, go down that nerd skincare rabbit hole, be my guest. Those links are also down below. So starting out first is an ingredient called DMAE. Now this actually comes as an abbreviation of a ridiculously long scientific name, but just know that it might be impossible to spell on its own, but DMAE is definitely one that's worth looking into. This is a fantastic ingredient specifically for firming and tightening the skin. Now, anti-aging means different things to different people. Some people are looking to fade hyperpigmentation, others to reduce fine lines and wrinkles, some looking to firm and increase elasticity. Different ingredients will do different things, and if your number one skin concern is increasing firmness, particularly around the jawline and this area of the face, DMAE is going to be the ingredient you want to reach for. It's got some great studies behind it, so it's clinically proven to deliver these results, and I've been using it consistently for the past 2 years, and I can attest, definitely helps with firmness and lifting. This is actually amazing because whilst a lot of skincare brands will claim to have a firming or a lifting cream, none of them actually ever seem to deliver anything. Well, DMAE definitely does, and whilst it can be difficult to find, it's worth looking for because it can be transformative for the skin. My personal favourite is the Derma DMAE serum. I've left an image of it here, and I've also linked it down in the description box below. This is the one that I personally use. I recommend to all my friends. I think I've recommended it to you guys before. It's absolutely wonderful and definitely a key ingredient to have in your skincare routine if firming and lifting are your number one priorities. Now, the second hidden anti-aging ingredient is something called carnosine. Now, carnosine is a peptide. There are hundreds of different peptides out there, and carnosine is just one of them, but it has a specific mechanism of action and prevents glycation. Now, glycation is a process in the skin where free sugars attach themselves to collagen and can actually cause collagen degradation and the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. Carnosine is proven to reduce the risk of that glycation, but also reverse the glycation that's already happened. Now, glycation happens for a whole host of reasons: lifestyle, diet, but also sun exposure and certain triggers and stresses can exacerbate it. So if you use carnosine regularly in your skincare routine, again, you're going to see a reduction in that glycation, which is one of the very best ways of not only preventing future aging, but reversing aging, which has already happened. Now, I covered this whole topic, glycation, carnosine, and everything else in a separate video. So if you do want to know a bit more about that, I'll leave a link to it up there. Definitely one to check out. But my favorite product, which contains carnosine, is the Medicate Pro-Collagen Peptide Cream. Beautifully rich. It's a wonderful moisturizer in its own right. It has a lot of peptides in there, one of which is carnosine in the right concentration to deliver that anti-glycation results. Now, third on this list is probably the one that most of you are going to have heard of. Of all the ingredients I'm talking about today, this is the one that most of you are most likely to have understood, and that's growth factors. Now, growth factors might be relatively new in skincare. I think they emerged around 2 years ago in the mainstream, but they've definitely exploded in popularity, which is why I think they're becoming quite a common ingredient to see, and that's wonderful. Because again, if you look at the studies into anti-aging, growth factors are a subset of ingredients that are showing the most promise and potential when it comes to particularly boosting collagen and elastin. And this is where I think you can start to build a really effective skincare routine, because you've got the DMAE to firm and lift, you've got the carnosine to reduce glycation, prevent future aging, and you've got the growth factors to increase collagen and elastin production to again minimize the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. It's all about seeing things in the round in order to get the very best results. And there's loads of growth factor serums out there. You guys know I love the one by Allies of Skin. It comes with a slightly bougier price tag, but I think it's totally worth it. Medicate do a fantastic one, which I love. Again, I'll link both of those down below. But I think if you're new to growth factors and you want to try them out for the first time, just go for the one by The Ordinary. The Ordinary do a GF 15% solution. It's a good high dose of plant-derived growth factors. They're not the most advanced out there. You know, there are other serums that I've just mentioned which will give you more enhanced results, but this is great for beginners, people on a budget, people that are just looking to dip their toe into growth factors. You can start there and you can always build on forward if you want to. But I think The Ordinary are a really affordable growth factor serum, and I thank them for bringing growth factors to the masses and making them super accessible, particularly for people that are on a budget. But yeah, growth factors, great for boosting collagen and elastin, and definitely a little hidden gem in terms of anti-aging. Fourth on this quick fire list, kojic acid. So we've already covered firming and lifting, reducing premature aging, and of course increasing collagen and elastin. But the number one reported concern as we age is actually hyperpigmentation. An uneven skin tone, an uneven distribution of pigment pooling in the skin. And it's also, unfortunately, one of the hardest things to treat. Well, the very best over-the-counter ingredient for tackling hyperpigmentation is something called kojic acid. Kojic acid actually is proven to reduce the rate of pigment production in the first place, but also help to distribute it more evenly across the skin. So it's great whether you already have excess pigment and hyperpigmentation that you're looking to treat, or whether you're looking to prevent future instances of hyperpigmentation. Kojic acid is an absolute holy grail. Now, unfortunately, it does usually come with a ridiculously high price point. There's lots of great serums out there, but they're on the bougier, more luxury side. So I actually resorted to just creating my own. This is the Mad About Skin Light Chemical Peel Gel. This has a 2% dose of kojic acid, which is the highest available over the counter. So it really packs the punch. It's a twice weekly treatment that'll get on top of your hyperpigmentation, fade those dark spots and that discoloration, and it costs under £20. For under $22, you can get a really good high dose kojic acid serum that is also acts as an exfoliator and a kojic acid all in one, twice a week, so this will last you forever. It's a really inexpensive way of getting that kojic acid, which I think is a hidden gem when it comes to fading hyperpigmentation. And then last but by no means least, can we talk bakuchiol? Now, bakuchiol comes and goes. It's a hidden gem 1 minute, and then it becomes super popular the next. Then it kind of disappears into obscurity again. It's on a bit of a cycle. And at the moment, nobody seems to be talking about bakuchiol, but I think it's a really good addition to an anti-aging skincare routine. And the reason I say this is it's really great in terms of low risk for sensitivity. So even if you have very sensitivity prone skin, bakuchiol could work for you. It's amazing to use alongside retinoids that you already have to just boost the results you're going to see. Some people say that bakuchiol can replace traditional retinoids. I don't believe that to be the case. I think it should be used in conjunction with, alongside, rather than replacing. Unless you've got super sensitive skin, I still think that a retinoid will be your go-to. But you can actually use bakuchiol, which clinical studies show, if used twice a day, actually mimics some of the results you see from a traditional retinoid. But you can use them together. So whatever retinoid you're on, tazarotene, adapalene, tretinoin, retinol, retinal, whichever one, use bakuchiol alongside it twice a day and you'll see amazing, amazing results. You use your bakuchiol morning and evening, use your tretinoin or your retinoid of choice in the evening. And that way you really just get some additional extra boost to your anti-aging without also increasing side effects and sensitivity. That's how I think you should use bakuchiol. If you have super sensitive skin, you can use it in place of retinoids if you can't tolerate them. But for most people, using it alongside is like a match made in heaven. Now, there are lots of different bakuchiol serums out there, but my two favorite of these, I love the Tree to Tub bakuchiol, which is a US brand. If you're shopping in the US, because they only do ship to the US, I would recommend the Tree to Tub bakuchiol. It's responsibly sourced, which is really important with this ingredient because you need to make sure that you've been responsible with where your bakuchiol comes from. This is responsibly sourced, it's vegan, it's cruelty-free, it's ticking all of the boxes, and it's $20. So it's really inexpensive. It's a really nice formulation that also has some extra peptides in too. If you're shopping outside of the US, I would recommend the Face Theory Bakuchiol Moisturizer. Again, responsibly sourced, which is really, really important. And it's just a nice moisturizer to slot in at the end of your skincare routine for some extra benefits. And that's it. 5 hidden gems. I think I managed to do that in like 10 minutes. I didn't want this to be a super long video because I think this is almost like an introduction to these ingredients for a lot of people. But let me know at this point, if you made it through to the bitter end, how many of these ingredients do you already use in your skincare routine? Are you 5 for 5? If you are, I want to hear from you so I can give you a round of applause. If you're not, if you've maybe never used any of these, that's okay. Again, it's just food for thought. And if you want a more detailed video on any one of these specific ingredients, let me know. I'm here to create the content that would be most useful for you guys, so just sound off in the comments. And there we have it. A few hidden gems that us skincare aficionados, people that are deep into the skincare community, will be able to get a little leg up, step ahead of everyone else that may be just relying on that retinoid to deliver the results. These are next level, and hopefully I've explained how to use them and the benefits that they can bring. Wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye.